Scattered across rural America right now are honest to goodness farmhouses sitting on real acreage. 5 acres, 10, 20, even 50, carrying price tags that look like a typo. These aren't fixer uppers hiding behind a low number. Many have solid roofs, good bones, working land, and are ready to move into today. And yet they sit. Weeks turn into months, months into years with barely a single offer. It doesn't add up because on paper there's nothing wrong with most of them. So today we're touring 10 of these houses. 10 real farmhouses with land that are somehow still affordable in 2026. We'll walk each home, walk the land, get a feel for the town around it, and uncover the exact reason each one is still sitting unsold. Stay to the end because the last property is the best deal on this entire list, and the reason it's this cheap is the one nobody talks about. Number 1, Marion, South Carolina. 5 acres, $295,000. This one opens with brick, a full brick ranch built in 1980, the kind of house constructed to outlast the people who bought it, and it's clearly been cared for since. A newer roof sits overhead. A 2-car carport and a separate storage building handle everything that won't fit in the house, and a rear deck looks out over the land itself. Inside, there's no waiting project. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths with the bathrooms already updated, usually the first expensive surprise in an older home. Just under 1,900 square feet, 8-foot ceilings, a proper foyer, a fireplace, ceiling fans, storm doors and windows, and a pull-down attic for storage. It's a finished home, not a renovation. Then there's the land. 5 rolling acres. No HOA, no restrictions. Garden space, room for animals, room for a workshop nobody has to approve. Less than a mile away sits a public boat landing. The town, Marion, is a small, slow-growing southern community of around 6,000 with a historic main street, local shops, and easy highway access via I-95. Myrtle Beach is 45 minutes east for weekend trips, so why is it still sitting? Nothing about the house. The buyers who'd normally jump on this, people relocating from colder states, are getting stopped at the bank, where today's interest rates turn an affordable price into a monthly payment that gives people pause. Annual property tax, about $700. Price, $295,000. Number 2, Broadalbin, New York, 6.5 acres, $252,669. This one sells the view as much as the house. It sits in the foothills of the Adirondacks, which changes what 6.5 acres are worth before you even open the door. Inside, vaulted ceilings make the space feel bigger than its footprint. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, around 1,700 square feet with a built-on addition that can become a family room, 4th bedroom, or home office. There's an eat-in kitchen with an island, walk-in closets, ceramic tile bathrooms, and a wood-burning fireplace for the region's long winters. Appliances stay, and high-speed internet is already installed, rare for land this remote. Outside, 6.5 wooded acres wrap the home in privacy, roughly 4 miles from the village. To the north, the land backs up almost directly into the 6 million acre Adirondack Park, one of the largest protected wilderness areas in the country. Nearby sits Great Sacandaga Lake, 29 miles of open water for boating, fishing, and ice fishing. This isn't a pond down the road, it's a real destination minutes away. Broadalbin itself is a small village with a strong school district, State Route 29 connecting to Saratoga Springs or Johnstown, a hospital about 8 miles out, and Albany within reasonable driving distance. So why is it still on the market? The word manufactured. This is a manufactured home with a permanent addition, and that single label scares off buyers and makes lenders cautious. Even though the structure is solid and the land is genuinely 6+ wooded acres in the Adirondack foothills. Annual tax, $4,218. Price, $252,669 for the house, the addition, and a mountain view in every window. Number 3, Littlefield, Texas, approximately 10 acres, $249,500. This is the biggest house on the list, nearly 2,800 square feet, and it's been fully renovated. The kitchen was torn out and rebuilt with granite counters, custom cabinetry, and a built-in spice rack. A new HVAC system handles West Texas summers. Flooring has been updated throughout, and a durable metal roof sits overhead. The expensive work is already done. Inside, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a bright open living room, a second living area for larger gatherings, and The standout feature, a private office with built-in shelving and its own separate entrance, ideal for anyone running a business from home or seeing clients without them walking through the kitchen. Outside sits nearly 10 acres, fenced and unrestricted. Bring livestock, build a barn, do as you like. There's a storm cellar off the back patio, a 2-car carport, city water and sewer already connected, plus an existing, currently disconnected, well as backup. Town convenience and country freedom on one deed. The town, Littlefield, is the seat of Lamb County in West Texas cotton country, anchored by dairy and egg operations. Highways 84 and 385 cross here. Lamb Healthcare Center is close, and Lubbock, a full-size city with its own airport, is about 35 miles away. So why hasn't it sold? One word: weather. This is hail and tornado territory, which makes some buyers and insurers hesitant before they even see the property. But the house already answers that objection. A hail-resistant metal roof and a storm cellar steps from the patio. Annual tax, $1,254. Price, $249,500 for the house, the office, the storm cellar, and 10 open acres. Number 4, Sherman, Maine, 10 acres, $229,000. The standout feature here is 200 feet of private stream frontage, the kind of quiet most people drive hours to find, right out the back door. The house has stood since 1950, built for a large family, 4 bedrooms, a double living room, one side for the TV, one for reading, an eat-in kitchen, formal dining room, and main floor laundry. Nearly 1,800 square feet, a full bath upstairs, a half bath down, and a covered enclosed front porch for watching storms roll by. The kitchen appliances stay, and a full unfinished basement offers blank space to finish however you like. The land is 10 wooded, private acres with open room for chickens, a horse, or a few goats. And unusually, for somewhere this remote, it sits right along Interstate 95. So getting anywhere is simple. The setting is Sherman, a town of roughly 800 in Maine's Katahdin region. Mount Katahdin, the state's tallest peak and the northern end of the Appalachian Trail, rises to the west, with Baxter State Park and the Katahdin Woods and Waters Monument nearby offering hundreds of thousands of acres for hunting, fishing, and snowmobiling. The area is also an officially recognized dark sky sanctuary. Local Amish farms supply eggs and maple syrup, and Millinocket Regional Hospital is about 33 miles south. So why is a spacious home with its own stream still unsold? Simply distance. This is deep Northwoods territory, and most buyers are chasing jobs closer to cities, thinning the buyer pool. Annual tax, $1,686. Price, $229,000 for the stream, the 10 acres, and the double living room. Number 5, Moyers, Oklahoma, 5 acres. $184,900. You notice this one before you see it. A small water fountain on the covered front porch, framed by a garden in full bloom. Magnolia, roses, a pear tree, and a plum tree. Built in 2008, the home feels larger than its footprint thanks to an open floor plan in tile and laminate, a living room flowing into a formal dining room, and a great room with French doors opening to the backyard. The kitchen has a granite island and stainless appliances. Chandeliers add polish throughout, and the primary suite includes a private bath with a jetted tub, 2 oversized closets, and sliding doors to the outdoors. Upstairs, a bonus room works as a guest room, office, or hobby space. The 5 acres are level and partially wooded, wrapped in mature trees for privacy. Kimbrough Creek crosses the northeast corner, and a quiet pond sits at the north end. Water on the property 2 different ways. There's also a storm shelter, storage shed, and perimeter fencing. The setting is Moyers, a tiny community at the foot of the Kiamichi Mountains in what Oklahoma calls Choctaw Country, hunting, fishing, and ATV country near lakes like Sardis and Clayton. Antlers, the county seat, is about 8 miles away for groceries and errands. So why is a turnkey home on 5 acres still unsold? It's listed as a 2-bedroom on paper, so search filters set to 3+ bedrooms skip right past it, even though the great room easily functions as a 3rd. Annual tax, just $429. Price, $184,900 for the garden, the creek, the pond, the jetted tub, and 5 quiet acres. Number 6, Liberty, Kansas, 22+ acres, $180,000. This one is measured in memories as much as acreage. A creek runs along the north edge with an old bridge nearby that local kids have jumped from for generations. In 1978, an old schoolhouse was moved onto the property and incorporated into the home, giving it genuine character and space. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a large eat-in kitchen, a spacious family room, a separate formal living room, and a bonus room suited to a home office or 4th bedroom. A brand new roof was added in 2025. To be upfront, this one needs some updating, and there's been minor settling with a repair estimate already on file. It's not the move-in ready option on this list, it's the one you make your own, because the land is the real draw. Over 22 acres of heavy timber and maintained lawn with wet weather creeks on both the north and south ends, bordered by farmland that draws wildlife across the property. There's room to cut trails, set up food plots, and an old barn and grain bin already standing. The town, Liberty, has around 100 residents in southeast Kansas, right where the eastern forests give way to prairie, which is exactly why the timber here is so good. Independence, the county seat, is about 6 miles away, and Coffeyville Regional Medical Center is a short drive south. So why is 22 acres with a home and a new roof still unsold? Most buyers want turnkey. This one asks for some vision and effort instead. Annual tax, $2,341. Price, $180,000 for the acreage, the schoolhouse walls, and 2 creeks. Number 7, Emelina, Kentucky, 52 acres, $149,000. The headline number here is 52 acres, a heavily wooded stretch of Kentucky mountainside rolling back into the hills. The kind of acreage most people only dream about owning. The house itself is the modest part of the story. A solid 1947 home, 1,450 square feet, 2 bedrooms and a bath, hardwood floors, double-pane windows, a flex room usable as a 3rd bedroom, office, or den, and a ground floor bedroom for anyone avoiding stairs. A large carport out front covers trucks, ATVs, and farm equipment. It's not fancy. It's a comfortable base camp for the land around it. Those 52 acres offer real room to hunt, cut trails, run animals, garden, or simply disappear into the woods for an afternoon. The setting is Emelina, along Troublesome Creek deep in the Kentucky mountains, about 15 miles from mine-made Paradise Park, over 100 miles of ATV and dirt bike trails on reclaimed coal land. These hills hold the largest elk herd east of the Mississippi. A nearby lake offers fishing, a family clinic sits in town, the regional hospital in Hazard is about 30 minutes away, and Hindman, the county seat, is close for errands. So why does 52 acres with a home sell for this little? Land-heavy properties like this give banks almost no recent comparable sales, which makes conventional mortgages difficult and pushes the buyer pool toward cash or land loan buyers. A much smaller group. Fewer bidders means a gentler price, not a lesser property. Annual tax. Unspecified in original notes. Confirm before publishing. Price. $149,000 for 52 wooded acres and a solid roof. Number 8. Avoca, Iowa. 4.5 acres, $119,900. One family owned this home for more than 50 years, and it shows in the best possible way. A living room built around a fireplace, warm wooden kitchen cabinets, built-in wardrobes, and the kind of character that can't be replicated in new construction. It's a substantial house, nearly 2,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms, and a generous bathroom with a soaking tub standing since 1910. It needs some cosmetic updating, paint, some modernizing, but it's far from a gut renovation, and natural gas forced air heat is already in place for Iowa winters. You can move in immediately and improve it at your own pace. Outside sits 4.5 acres, 4 of which are rented to a local farmer, quietly generating a bit of income. There's a 3-car garage plus 3 additional covered carport spaces, 6 covered parking spots in total. The town, Avoca, has about 1,700 residents along Interstate 80 in western Iowa, with a pool, a 9-hole golf course, parks, walking trails, and an active main street. Because I-80 runs straight through the Council Bluffs/Omaha metro area, with big city shopping, jobs, hospitals, and an airport, is about 40 minutes west. So why is a large, solid, characterful home still on the market? 2 words on the listing: sold as is. The family is making no repairs, and that phrase alone scares off many buyers imagining hidden problems. But the county itself assessed this home at $179,000, well above its $119,900 asking price. in a county where typical homes now run over $200,000. Fear, not the house, is driving the discount. Number 9, Whitehall, Arkansas, 3.65 acres, $89,900. This property can't quite decide what it wants to be. And that's the opportunity. At first glance, it's a tidy country home, just under 1,500 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, a cozy fireplace, a breakfast bar kitchen with the gas range and dishwasher staying. Set back from the road on its own acreage, it feels private and it's been well maintained. A tankless water heater, natural gas, a deck replaced a few years ago, and fresh roofing and siding installed after a 2018 hailstorm. It's ready to live in, not a project. Walk toward the road though, and the property's second life appears. Genuine highway frontage with steady traffic, the kind of visibility businesses pay for. The 3.65 acres aren't just a yard, they're room to garden, park equipment, or open a small business with built-in foot traffic. The town, Whitehall, is a small but relatively prosperous community built around nearby job centers, about 40 minutes up I-530 from Little Rock. On weekends, the Arkansas River and surrounding lakes offer some of the state's best bass fishing and deer and duck hunting. So why does an updated home with highway frontage sit unsold at this price? It falls between two buyer groups. Home buyers see the busy road and scroll past, while business buyers rarely browse residential listings, so almost nobody looks at both sides of the property at once. Annual tax, $326. Price, $89,900 for the home, the frontage, and the options that come with it. Number 10, Weir, Mississippi, 5 lots, $44,999. The last and cheapest property on this list, and the one with the most going for it once you look closely. It's a brick home in the small town of Weir, built solidly in 1965 with a covered front porch suited to slow mornings. Inside, it's roomier than expected, 1,200 square feet, 3 good-sized bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with tubs, a separate laundry room, an open kitchen and dining area, and a bonus room for an office, den, or hobby space. It needs a cosmetic refresh, but the structure is sound brick construction, and it comes with a paying tenant already in place, generating income from day one. The sale also includes 5 total lots, room to garden at scale, or space to add more housing and turn one purchase into several. The town, Weir, has just a few hundred residents in Choctaw County, near the Natchez Trace, Choctaw Lake, and Tombigbee National Forest. Good fishing, hiking, and scenic driving country. Choctaw Regional Medical Center is a short drive away in Ackerman, and Mississippi State University in Starkville isn't far. The county is rated the state's top public school system for value, is among Mississippi's safest counties, and carries some of the lowest property taxes statewide. So why is a sound brick home with a paying tenant and 5 lots still unsold at this price? It's simply too cheap for most lenders. There's little profit in financing a loan this small, and few nearby comparable sales exist. That narrows the buyer pool almost entirely to cash buyers and investors. Price, $44,999 for the home, the porch, the tenant, and all 5 lots. None of these 10 properties were bad houses. The homes are sound, the land is real. The market simply overlooked them for reasons that had nothing to do with quality, interest rates, an unfamiliar word, a missing bedroom filter, a scary as-is tag, or a loan too small for a bank to bother with. The opportunity is still sitting there, waiting on the right buyer. Which one would you take?